Everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute podcast. I think we're changing the name soon.
When's that actually going to happen?
Morning, Jaxson.
Good morning.
I don't know. I just got to get around to it. Do it now, I think.
Yeah.
If we can. Yeah.
Once with the logo design or
Mat and
whatever.
Steinwede, the podcast. I don't know. Not very creative, but we'll just get on here and do our thing. Quick life update. So, today, a few technical issues. Stormy's bitten through half the leads in here. So we're about an hour and a half over time. Jackson's been running around trying to get things started again. And baby number 8 on the way. So another little Steinwede brother or sister, Jaxson.
I hope it's a boy.
A boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many girls.
Too many girls. Yeah, so that's I put it on a story the other night and got bombarded with messages. So I don't know if many people know, but Tara went through like pretty grueling IVF period for a couple of years. So that was that was very taxing on her and the process. So she deserves, I reckon, an award for getting through that. It was massive, but she explained to me how to say it today, but I'm not really versed in the process of it. I'll do the best I can. So where baby number 8 is, how it's come around, is there were 3. I'm going to get it wrong. She said, you can't say that because you'll get people offside because I'm calling them eggs or fertilised or things.
Yeah, embryos.
Embryos, that's the word. Yeah. Thanks, Jaxson. There were 3 embryos. So she went through a number of rounds, but there was 3 embryos. One didn't take. The second one is summer. And the third one, we froze. And Tara, at the time of summer taking, we made a promise that if she decided to have the other one, that we'd do it. And I was all for it. I said, yes, yeah, absolutely. You choose, whatever you feel is right for you, you do that. So she wasn't sure. And then she just turned 30 the other day. And she felt that the time was right to try the last one and the other one. And then if it didn't take, well, that's just the way it was. But it's taken. So that's your little brother or sister, Jaxson, on the way.
So many.
I know, there is a lot. There is a lot. But, we make do. We get by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in there swinging hard.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't spoke to Phoenix about it yet.
He's in Thailand.
I know.
Yeah.
And we should get Phoenix on a podcast, actually.
I think it'd be the most riveting podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't say many things, does he?
The man a few words.
Yeah, Phoenix is Jackson's first brother.
Yeah.
He's third in line.
Yeah.
Or number 3 child. And I think Paris knows, doesn't she? I'm pretty sure I told Paris.
Tara probably was older as well.
I can't remember. Yeah, so I told Flora. Flora goes, I said, hey, Flora's blah, blah, Tara's pregnant. She goes, okay, thanks, bye. Like she just was like, oh, okay, that's good, bye. She was out with her friends or something.
Such a teenager.
Yeah, and Tara goes, is that it? Is that all she said? And she was like, could hear me on the phone. It was like literally a 3.5 second phone call. And she goes, yeah. She was like, oh, she's so like you. Yeah. I don't know if Bay knows yet because he's hopeless on his phone. I tried to call him 50 times. He never picks up. I don't know if it's just me or him.
He's probably bike riding.
Yeah, he's always on his bike riding around somewhere. He's not really tech savvy.
No.
So that's the story with baby number 8. So let's get into today. I had a different topic today in my mind, which I want to talk about, but I feel inspired to talk about a different one. I saw a video the other day on a guy that said the law of attraction is rubbish, and he used to study it, and he used to practice it, and all of these things. And he says it's rubbish. You just have to take action. And I understand what he's saying. And I think you can get like that. However, your mood, I think more about the law of synchronicity than I do about the law of attraction, because life becomes easier when you're in the flow, when your mood, and that's what your mood is. Your mood is sort of showing you how in line with the universal flow of energy is. So when you feel really good, a lot of this is observing, by the way. A lot of this is just watching. Watch what happens. Watch your results when you feel anxious. Life feels real hard. Then watch your results when you feel excited. Just feel good, like you feel actually excited, had a great sleep, feel fresh, feel good, sun's out, away you go. Watch what happens. Things just come to you much easier. And today I was thinking about, it's like the flow in or the flow out. If you're not in alignment, well, we call it in alignment. I don't want to use too many law of attraction words, because if some people aren't really into it, it all sounds a bit, what does alignment mean? It's just how you're feeling. So if you're feeling really energized, you look what happens. You know, in life, Jack, when you're in a good space, think about the things that come. Watch people's language. Oh, you just called me out of the blue. Oh, wow, I just walked around the corner and this person I was actually just thinking about come into my world. Oh, like right there. They were right there. That's not an accident. That just means you're vibrationally aligned with the good things that are coming. But do it the other way. It's the story you're telling yourself in your head. It's that story. I haven't got enough money. I feel like I can't stand my job. My partner just makes me so annoyed. You watch what happens if you go down that path, whatever that is. It starts and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and keeps going. You keep talking to yourself about it, and then that creates the energy flow. You watch what happens. Things start to match it. Even you'll drop a glass, it'll smash. You're quickly rushing, like you're rushing along trying to get out the door quickly. Show me one time you've been rushing and it's worked out better. Like one time.
Never.
Usually you fall over or slam your finger in the door or something. And the universe is trying to show you these things. This is where you're up to. This is the energy that you are. This is the mood that you're in. It's all about the mood. And the mood is like a gateway. Your job, regardless of the situation you're in, and it's very difficult when you're in the washing machine of stress, but you can slowly get yourself out of it. You watch how things go when you get really sensitive around understanding the mood that you're in. You watch how things go. My whole focus is to put myself in excitement or relaxed, just okay. Today I woke up a little bit late. Stormy jumped on the bed, sort of, jumped up and starts biting me, put me in a bad mood straight away. I was like, look at all the cuts on my hands. Anyway, I was like, and pushed her down and she went sliding across the floor. And I walked out and I was like, how am I starting today? How am I starting today? Stormy doesn't know what she's doing. She's just excited. I should be taking a lesson from her, being excited. I'm pretty good most days. I did not want to do the breathing at all. I didn't want to do the ice bath, and I wrote about 1.5 pages of the book. So every day I get up and write the book. Every day I do the breathing. Every day I do the ice bath. And I was just dreading it. I just was so not in that zone. I did the breathing. Halfway through, I only did 1.5 pages of the book. Time wasn't really in the zone for it, so I just did a bit. Did the breathing. Halfway through, I felt myself change, and I was like, feel a bit better, sort of a bit better. And then I got in the ice bath, and I thought for 6 minutes, I'm just going to think about all the good things in my life. Just 6 minutes. Usually I get in there, close my eyes, meditate a little bit, sort of, talk to Logan, do all that sort of stuff, and then get out. Yeah? And I thought, I'm just going to think about all the good things. And it was just simple things. the home that we live at. We live in a reasonably good home. Like I like it. I was thinking about your home across the road. I was thinking about work, just having the opportunity of working. Thinking about Stormy, how funny she is, Tara, Summer, all this, just things that are there. Nothing spectacular, just things that are there. Even the opportunity of actually just getting up and it's the day, it's the sun. For 6 minutes, I just thought about all of those things, one after the other, thought about nothing else. I'll get out of that ice bath in a completely different frequency. Completely different frequency. That's where this podcast came from. So if I didn't do the breathing and if I didn't do the ice bath and if I kept on the same path as Stormy's bitten me 3 times and brushed her off over the floor, bloody dog, la la la, this and that, la la, cut out, walked out. Tara, I said, after the ice bath, Tara got out. I said, how you going? She goes, good. I said, how'd you sleep? Not very good. Okay. All right. I was like, why not? I was in a great mood. Tara I could see she needed a bit of energetic help. So if I was not in a great mood and Tara was not in a great mood, what's going to happen? I'd be like, oh, she's such a whinger. Why is she doing that? She's like, summer's hitting me, this and that. I actually just really tuned into helping her energetically. I was like, tell me about it. Yeah, I get that. I understand. Yeah, gee. Yeah. Yeah, we just went to, and she sort of calmed down a bit because I was just listening and engaged. But I was in a really steady spot. So I step into today with the frequency or the energetic position of my gates wide open. The flow is coming to me now. I want to live a life with synchronicity. Because if you think about most of the things that happen in real estate, people want to buy things, people want to sell things, people want to deal with you. 90% of the time, people ring when you least expect it. Hey, Matt, I want to put an offering on that house. You're not chasing them. They come to you. And when you chase these people, it's like they just frustrate you. They never, most of the time, they're just floating around. Oh, these people are so annoying. They just don't make a decision. They look at 50,000 properties, blah, blah. I want to be the attraction point where, and I'm not looking for it. I'm not doing it for that. I more just want to be in that zone where I just feel good. And I'll guarantee you with your gates open, things are going to be much more flowy to you. The law of synchronicity says whatever energetic position you are, you'll match the energetic position of all the things around you. And you don't have to try that hard. So the guy that said law of attraction is rubbish, I understand where he's coming from. But I do think there's a big part of it which we can't see, a really big part of it. And your emotion, your mood is the steering wheel. It's the steering wheel for that moment, right then. And if you keep going down the path of anxious or worried or frustrated, you are going to build such a flow of, like a stream of that mood. It's hard to break. I got mine early this morning. I had a choice right then. Look at Stormy as an excited pup, or look at Stormy as an annoying German Shepherd that's bitten me at 6 o'clock in the morning, jumping on the bed, which she knows she's not supposed to. I looked at her as an excited pup straight after, because I knew that if I went down the other path, that's got nothing to do with Stormy doing her thing. It's got to do with me. And you've got to decide on what sort of day you want. Just look at it in days. Don't worry about the life. Don't worry about this time frame. Just today. Who do you want to be today? How do you want to work out today? When people deal with you, like yesterday, I didn't have the best energetic day yesterday. It was all right. It wasn't great. I was a bit tired and sort of half-half. Things didn't really flow that well. Nothing major happened, but nothing flowed that well. I didn't get through all the work I needed to get. I just wasn't that engaged. I was sort of half-half. Today, I'm already like plowing through work like a bulldozer running through a thing, and I haven't even started yet. It's just all the things I needed to do yesterday, they're just They're all coming so easily today. So do I want to hold that? Do I want to hold that? What's going to happen if I hold that?
Good things.
Good things.
It was like yesterday, like, at the gym, we were talking and I was like, half didn't want to be there, and the other, I was like, because I'm still getting over being sick, and all I wanted to do was just go home and get into bed. And like, I got home and then we had to go food shopping, and then we went to Aldi, and then he was like, oh, I need these other things. So then I had to go to Coles afterwards, and then we go to Coles. We finally get home and I had to cook the dog's food, but Matt was in there making his dinner, and it's like, it's not Matt's fault. He's just making his food. So I was like, so then I had to go wait. And then anyway, after we cook it all, I was sitting at the back. I had cheese and Vegemite toasty for dinner and some chocolate milk. But when I was sitting at the back, the dogs were there. It's like, I kind of looked around at the house and I was like with Liv, and she's smiling and happy and everything's done. It kind of like brought me back to, I wasn't, because I just want to go straight to bed and turn everything off and close off. But then I kind of thought about it more, like who I'm with, and look at the house I'm in now, and thing full of food in the fridge. Like, I get what you mean by that.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jack. I think the law of attraction is a moment by moment thing. It's where do you stand right now? What mood are you in right now? Doesn't mean you can never go into worry and anxiousness. It's just not letting yourself hang out there. You bounce off of it. There's always something going right in your life. And if you just focus on the things that are going right and you control your mood the best you can, doesn't mean you always have to be bouncing out of excitement, but life's pretty satisfying. Life, feeling like you got an opportunity even just to choose. You got an opportunity to choose the next thing. What's the next thing you're choosing? Like, some people have no choice. If you're in prison, you have very little choice. We have a choice. We can go, let's go for a walk, or let's go make the best of work today, or I've got a job, or there's always something to get your mood centered like you just did. The house that you live in, the girlfriend that you got, the stuff, or you can get frustrated on the other side. Not much good comes from frustration apart from realizing you're there and allowing the opportunity to change your emotion. That's all it is, like your mood. Your mood is so powerful. And all I want people to do from this podcast is just observe themselves. When you're feeling really good, just see what happens. And when something happens to you that doesn't make you feel good, try not to hang out there. That's all. Just try not to hang out there. Just say, well, if I hang out there and feel disappointed or frustrated, what path is that going to create? More of the same. Because you know how people go, oh, I can't get it. I can't cop a break. Yeah, because you're not breaking. You're not breaking the cycle of energetic flow that you're in. That's all. That's all it is.
I've got a question on this though. What about, so when I was coming home yesterday from the gym, I was playing my favourite song. I was in a great mood. But then say you walk in and someone's, like you were saying with Tara before, like someone's not in a great mood, and then instantly like makes you go down and it wrecks your mood.
But that's your job. That's your job.
It's your job to keep that
That's
mood.
your job. Mm. And the better you get at this, the stronger you get at it.
Mm.
It's your job. Think about me as a dad years ago.
Oh, it was scary as.
I'd be smacking you. I'd be like yelling at you because I was I was stressed as, and that's just where I was up to. It's in that moment of decision that determines the next window. It's in that moment. It's not easy to do, Jack. It's a lifetime quest, this thing. And I think that's more the law of attraction job. So Liv, you walk in, Liv says something that's, Jackson, you haven't taken the garbage out. Do you ever know what I've been doing today? How come why don't you do it? All these things in your head. That's the part you've got to manage. It's not the later part, it's that part. Like, Tara, how'd you sleep? Not very good. Okay. Okay, I could go, oh my goodness, like, it's so annoying, but I don't. I'm like, okay, why is that? Tell me about it. Yeah, I understand. She doesn't want me to fix anything. She just wants to talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Is there anything I can do to help you? Would you like me to get a Tommy Green shake for you this morning? No? Can I help with summer a little bit? Can I change it? That's what I do now. Mm. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm way better at it because I've developed that muscle. Because what I realize is the better I feel, the better life is. So my job is completely myself, like completely managing my feeling. Do I feel rushed sometimes? Yeah, I do, but I don't let myself go into rushed. I'd rather push an appointment out or do something else where I can move the time so I've got more breathing space. That's why I don't do appointments too early now, because I don't want to start the day like that. I'd rather say, no, can I do it at this time? Because I know in the mornings I've got to protect this bubble, this energy bubble. Because the better I do that, the better the day is going to go. And I only really think in days now, mostly. Like, you have goals and things, but just today, I want to get through today. And you know when you get to the end of the day and you go, that was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel good, I'm ready for sleep, done my night routine, ready for sleep. And then you go to sleep, if you go to sleep by 8:30 and wake up the next day, you've got a pretty good chance of having another good day. So life isn't happening to you. You're almost creating life. Like, you are the one creating all of these things. That's where I think the law of attraction really is important, because it's an energetic magnetism to who you are. And that guy talks about action. It's only action that matters. Action is really important. But when you feel great and you take a lot of action, things just go so good. Like, you are 10 times more powerful. But if you're depressed or you're overwhelmed is a good one. When you're really overwhelmed and you try and work your way out of it, you'll burn out. You'll actually have some sort of emotional breakdown of some sort. You've got nothing in the tank anymore. But when your tank is full, your mood is good, you're focused on things that are in your control, that are going right, just anything. Even the opportunity of just waking up and being able to breathe and go for a 10-minute walk, that's an amazing thing. An amazing thing just to focus on. So what you focus on makes you feel something. You just got to focus on things that make you feel the best. Like me today. Today is a good example. In the ice bath, didn't want to do it, blah, 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 completely changed my mind around 6 minutes. Esther Hicks would call it a vibrational rampage, an emotional rampage, a rampage of appreciation. Just 6 minutes of telling myself what is good in my life. There's hundreds of them. I got out as a different person. So have I given myself the best chance of a good day today?
Yeah.
Does it mean everything's going to go perfect?
Nope.
No, but I'm way more steady than if I started pushing Stormy across the floor saying, frigging dog, blah, 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 blah. Way different outcome, same day. The law of attraction, I think, is one of the most important things to understand, but it's more of a subtle choice by choice thing, little by little. Choose. What are you going to choose now? This. Every single step is a choice. The outcome of the choice determines on how that choice feels. You want the best day possible? You got to feel the best way possible.